Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Figured I'd change the scenery out front this time. So, it's a gorgeous day, 70 degrees, sunny, loving it. You know, I got this message and it's a great question. Is this TMS, perceived danger pain, or am I just old? And this was emailed to me from a 92-year-old person. And it's a great question. So I'll get to that in a minute. I'll let you look at some of the green grass. It's gorgeous out here. Some of the trees have already flowered. The woods are turning green behind me, so it's awesome. Relax, breathe. Safety. Know you're okay. So, is this TMS, perceived danger pain, or am I just old? Well, my first response is I feel better now at 58, going on 59 in June, than I did in my 30s and 40s. I feel better, absolutely better. And so there are many older people who do not have chronic pain. And this person was talking about having, body pains all over. And, there is certainly instances where folks have body parts wear out as they get older. Knees, hips, whatever it may be. But for the most part, what I find, if I look at the demographics of my audience on like YouTube and Facebook and my members, it's generally people from the younger, 20s through 60s is where most of our clients are. And generally, as people get older, they have less responsibilities. They've kind of settled into who they are, how they navigate the world. Their focus moves on to other things, I guess. But Dr. Sarno called it the age of responsibility, which is basically, when we've got to earn an income, go to work, raise a family, all those responsibilities that can create a whole host of mental and emotional challenges that can precipitate TMS or perceived danger pains. But generally it tails off once we pass around 65, 70 years old. And another thing that I'll point out is my mom's in a senior living facility where the average age is about 90 years old. And all the time I'll ask her, hey Mom, how many of these folks here, I think there's 85 residences where she lives, how many of these folks are walking around complaining about chronic pain? Average age of 90. Her answer was, almost never. Don't hear about that stuff. What are they concerned with? They're concerned about don't fall, which is why they use a walker or a wheelchair. And they're complaining about their kids not visiting enough or not seeing their grandkids enough. They're not complaining about chronic pain. So if age was supposed to hurt, how come these folks don't hurt? Right? So I don't believe aging is supposed to hurt. We may slow down, become less flexible. That is certainly a possibility. But I'm not convinced aging is supposed to hurt. And the way this person was describing their symptoms and their pains, it seemed like very well characteristic of TMS and what I call perceived danger pain. So, my suggestion to this person is going to be do the assessments. There seemed to be a high degree of fear and frustration and overwhelm with the symptoms. And that's not a conducive environment to teaching the brain that you're safe. So I'm going to encourage that person and anybody who's thinking, I'm getting old, evaluate how your symptoms are behaving. Right? Is this TMS.com? Do the assessments. If it says it's TMS, then it's not your age. People will say, yeah, but I've got arthritis, I've got degenerative disc disease, I've got whatever. Yeah, and those are normal signs of aging, right? They're not causative of the symptoms in most cases. Oh, come on, Dan, arthritis hurts. Okay, well, how come these 90-year-olds at my mom's facility aren't in chronic pain? And they've got more arthritis than most. Arthritis is a normal sign of aging. It doesn't need to hurt unless in an extreme case. So there's going to be some folks who will disagree with that, and that's okay. I don't mind. Not everybody's going to agree with the things I say and my beliefs, but it's really important to recognize that it doesn't matter how old you are. If your symptoms are behaving like TMS and perceived danger pain, then that's what it is. And better yet, age doesn't matter. You can get better anyway, right? I mean, I've had people message me saying I'm in my 80s and I got better with this work. Age is not a factor in recovery. So I hope this helps, and I guess we'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you.